Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Phil with my co-host Samantha.
Hey guys, what's up?
We're back with another video. If this is your first time on the channel though, welcome. Glad that you're here with us for this one. If you've come to the channel before, you've subscribed, thank you for the support. We really do appreciate it. And we got some more support from Rob on this one.
Yeah, a fun request.
Yeah, Rob's made a few requests and he supported the channel from our early days, enjoying our growth as much as we are.
Yeah, we appreciate that so much.
Yeah, and so Brian Wilson is the request with the song track or the song title, Heroes and Villains. And we did not know, well, I in particular did not know, I won't speak for Sam, that Brian Wilson was a member of the Beach Boys.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. We've done a Beach Boys song, but I don't, we do so many groups now that it's hard to keep all the names straight on all of them all the time, especially with the first listen. So at first we were kind of like, who's Brian Wilson?
Yeah. So I saw the name, right, and the request from Rob, and I was like, Brian Wilson, who the hell is this guy? And like you said, we've done the Beach Boys. We've probably skimmed over the content that says Brian Wilson was a part of the Beach Boys, but now we know that. And so interestingly enough, this song, Heroes and Villains, was a Beach Boys song originally.
Yes.
They put it together in the 70s, and it was supposed to mimic Good Vibrations, which is a song that we've done.
Yeah, it was very intricate, lots of different layers. I think they were saying they even wanted it to be the step up from Good Vibrations.
Right. And so the reason why it was so extensive is because there were so many different studio sessions that went into that, studio hours, musicians in the composition of putting it together. And so that's why it was such a complex song. And so this one is similar in that they were putting together a lot of studio time, trying to come up with the right mix. And they ended up spending a whole ton of money like they did in Good Vibrations. And so at the time, they spent about $40,000, which today would be the equivalent of $350,000.
It's wild for just one song.
One song, right? And it didn't come out the way they wanted it to. And people were disappointed with the release, and it didn't do well.
Didn't live up to the hype.
Exactly. Now, what's astonishing about that, the $40,000 obviously is a lot of money, $350,000 today. It's not just astonishing that it's a lot of money. It's astonishing that the inflation has gone up 10 times in 50 years.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
The macroeconomics will leave to the side here, but that is also pretty eye-opening. Anyways, we come to today, or well, I should say 2004 is when we're doing this version of the song, and I believe Brian Wilson has come back to this song, redid it, and put it together in a way that he wanted to improve on it, I guess, from the original. Yeah, well, I think I don't know if there's still Beach Boys resemblance in this performance. I have no idea. Obviously, we've never seen it before.
Yeah.
But
I just mean he took it upon himself to go do this. They're not doing this as a group.
Yeah, I think so. I know as much as you in this one. So she's asking me about the Beach Boys, right, Phil? And I don't. This is Rob's request. So that's why we're going to check it out now. We're going to do Brian Wilson, Heroes and Villains. Cool. You ready to get it going?
I am. Let's do it.
Are we going gospel here? They keep tricking me here.
How I
So crazy that it sounds like a Beach Boys song with those harmonies.
Yeah, it's funny because in the beginning I was like, this sounds nothing like a Beach Boys vibe, like with all the more gospel
right, the
kind
gospel,
of like,
yeah.
like I almost felt like I was like in a church listening to a choir.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they came out with that like, well, you apple, and I was like, okay, here we go. This is what I was expecting a little bit more.
That was it's funny though, like, you know, because this is Brian Wilson doing his thing later on in 2004, but it does really resemble that aspect. And the other thing I wanted to mention was just the diversity of the music, instruments, artists. Seems like there's a lot of people on stage.
Yeah, tons.
We're just getting into it, so I'm interested to see how we utilize all these tools from the music side of things.
Yeah,
but,
it's very complex looking.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like I said, how much is on stage here. Anyways, let's keep it going.
I've been in this town so long and back in the city. I've been taken for a lost and gone and unknown for a long, long time. Fell in love years ago with an innocent girl from the Spanish and Indian home of the heroes and villains. Once a night, British Square was wide, and she was riding the rain of the boat that eventually brought her down. But she's still dancing in the night, unafraid of what a doodle do in a town full of heroes and villains. Heroes and villains, just see what you've Heroes and villains, just see what you've Down the fall, and there shall be peace in the valley, and it's all in the fear of my life.
What is
With the
that?
heroes and villains. Yes, Lord. In the cantina, Margarita keeps the spirit high. There I watched her, she spun around and wound and her body fanned the flame of the dance. Margarita, don't you know that you're under arrest. My children were raised, you know they suddenly rise. They started slow long ago, head to toe, healthy, wealthy, and wise.
So I'm having trouble knowing and understanding what this song is about specifically. The lyrics.
Lyrically,
Yeah, the lyrics are kind of telling a story, it seems like, but
yeah.
I'm not really. Maybe it's just like instances of heroes and villains.
Yeah,
for
the
these
only
characters.
lyrics I've really been able to pick up besides the chorus is him saying he fell in love with a girl from a Spanish and Indian town.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Something about she was riding a bull and fell off it, or as well.
I heard the bowl, but I don't know what about it.
Yeah. So
and then something about margaritas in a canteen.
Yeah,
keeping the spirit high.
Yeah, I heard that part. That made me chuckle a bit. Anyway, so in terms of the lyrics, I'm really not too sure.
You're under arrest.
Yes, that one was pretty standout. But anyway, so the lyrics are a little bit hard to follow.
So let us know what they're talking about.
Obviously, a live version as well can make that a little more difficult. However, the composition itself is just wild that they have so much, like we were saying when we paused it initially, but they just keep, I feel like every single camera cut, they're adding more and more and more. And, you know, we talked about in the beginning how it was something that they really worked on putting it together with this composition, and now we can see why what maybe he was envisioning back then that he put together now with so many different musical components.
Like I feel like I've seen almost every instrument that I know of possible on this stage, and
Probably
some that I've never seen.
know.
I don't know if you guys heard me, but I said like over the video, like, what is that? Because this girl had this weird little thing she was like shaking. They've even been like snapping like with their fingers.
Yeah, and I think it almost like a maraca of sorts that was being played there, and
tambourine.
Yeah, you had little things like that in there as well, in addition to like dual sets of keys and you know, the orchestral elements. So it's just so wild.
All the brass, all the strings.
Yeah, and then all you know, on top of that, the thing that really stood out the most though was all these singers doing all these harmonies. And adding so much depth to each different piece and section that we seem to be going into. And then it's interesting because I feel like the chorus really sits in well with the way they're, you know, giving you this stop-start and not knowing which direction the song is going to go into. So it's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to say, is that the sections all seem so different, but it all ties in together very well with still having that kind of like melodic flow with the chorus. So.
Yeah. It's, you know, very easy, I think, to have all this stuff going on, you know, and get overwhelmed with that sound. But they've done a great job of making sure that it still sticks to a melody that you can follow, and you know, it sounds like a song, right?
For sure.
But
not just like musical pieces.
Yeah, but it's just wild how much they've put into this.
I've been in this town so long to the city. I'm fit with the stuff to ride in the road, and sunny down snuff, I'm alright. By the heroes and just see what you've done. Heroes and villains, just see what you've done.
Wild. They even have like full sections of classes of instruments up there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it kind of summarizes the viewpoint of when we've seen a harmonica just being used in a song, that stands out. And then they had the harmonica come in at the end there very briefly. And it's almost like I didn't even notice it because there's so much other stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure.
So clearly a wild performance. Not anything I've seen before. I don't think I've seen that much diversity. I've seen like a performance that has the orchestral elements there.
Yeah.
You know, we've done a few on the channel now that just are so vibrant in that way. But this one I feel like had such a diverse group of different kinds of music instruments.
Oh yeah, like I said, I feel like every instrument I've ever heard of was on this stage.
Yeah, that you wouldn't normally put together.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Normally if you're going to use orchestral elements, you're going to have a specific sound that's going to go with that.
Yeah, like more of a classical orchestra feel.
Right. Or, you know, it's going to be a mix between the rock orchestra, whatever, right?
Yes. Yeah.
This was very unique. And you, like I said in the beginning, or midway through there, we didn't know where we were going to go with this song.
Oh yeah, so many switch ups.
Anyways, thanks for that recommendation, Rob. That was very, very different. Brian Wilson, he put his masterpiece together the way he wanted to, I hope.
Hopefully it finally all came together for him.
Yeah. And so...
I mean, kudos to him too for going back to something that was so heavily criticized and redoing it to the way that he wanted it to, opposed to just like, I feel like a lot of people would just like avoid it and pretend like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't turn out the way you wanted to. You tried so hard, you spent all that money, it didn't come out, and then he still came back to it and was like, no, I need to finish this. So kudos to him, like you said. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed our reaction as well, Rob. Thank you for the support. Thank you as well everybody else for the support with your subscriptions and the comments and all that stuff. Channel wouldn't be where it is today without those comments, because they've been fire in terms of recommendations. So let us know about this performance, anything we may have missed, anything we got wrong, anything you want to add to Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. Make sure you hit the subscription button, like I said, but also hit the notification bell and turn that post notification on, because YouTube has been a little bit finicky recently. So you don't want to miss anything from us. Make sure you hit that bell, and then we'll see you in our next video, which will be tomorrow.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.